Hi guys, it's Scott here. Today we're going to talk about why you should try to keep your mind clear of thoughts in general. Today I want to speak about techniques that I use also throughout the day and like anchors, how to stay grounded, keep your focus, your attention within yourself. So we'll go into that today. Guys, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. It's free. It helps us all out here. This is just, a motivational channel to get this information out there, and also for myself to learn and build a community. So, one of my main anchors that I use throughout the day is that I'm aware of my lower body. So, has anyone noticed, like, when they're talking to someone, especially someone extremely egoic and unconscious, that's identified with their mind, have you noticed that when you speak to these people, that you get drawn in? It's like you're being hypnotized. And then you notice, instead of listening to the person or whatever, you're actually thinking of the next sentence to say after that person has stopped talking. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to become a much better listener. It took me a lot of work, actually. So what I do during the day is that I'm aware of my lower body, but you can also be aware of the sounds around you and the sounds coming into silence, and you can hear also the space behind the words. You just notice the silence, and then also you just notice yourself. Notice the breath coming in from your nose and your stomach going up and then down and then back out. So like this. Move your focus with it. If it helps to count, like 1, 2. Myself, I don't count. I just notice it myself. So that's all you have to do. You don't have to take over the breathing. You don't have to do anything. Just notice. That's it. Also, I'd want to bring up why I believe noticing yourself throughout the day is a game changer. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but when I go to work, for example, and I notice throughout the day my mind will start getting lost in form, things outside of myself. And then by the time the shifts end, after about 8 hours, I notice that my mind is just looping, and it's looking for potential problems. Like it's trying to work out how to one up somebody at work, or it's complaining. The mind is always complaining. This reinforces the ego. So for me, I was an anxious mess and paranoid most of my life, unless I did lots of exercise and stuff, but I never even realized any of what I'm explaining. And this is a game changer for me. I can't say it enough. So if you want to get rid of anxiety, you want to get rid of paranoia, you want to get rid of looping thoughts, you want to create a space, because you need to create a gap between the thoughts. Okay, by bringing the focus inward. Over time, this will create space. And what that does is it releases also like energy in these thoughts. It creates a space for creativity to come in from the source. I noticed that I've gone over the year and a bit, I've noticed that creativity's came back. I'm more in line with the child that I was, born, came from my mother, and I was born and very aware, as awareness, that's myself, and re-identifying with the awareness, the unchanging awareness, is the key. And this takes time. It took me at least 6 months, slowly, to see lots of progress. Like, now I feel no anxiety, I have no paranoia. Sometimes I still get looping thoughts. Like I said, the world of form, especially human beings, if they're very unconscious, you'll get drawn in. You have to be very anchored while you're talking to them and just surrender to the moment. It doesn't matter you're busy or whatever. Surrender. There's a reason why that person or this scenario is happening. You have to bring your full focus. Be aware of yourself. Use anchors like your lower body, or the breath going in and out with your tummy going up, or move your focus around your body. Like, here I noticed, and here I feel this like life force. And close your eyes, and this is when you're by yourself, obviously, not when you're in front of someone. And then you just move your attention around. Just if you hear a noise, just notice it. Don't label it. Don't label anything, but just keep the attention within. And just over time, you will see, if you keep using these anchors while you're awake every single day, and then also I recommend meditation in the morning, maybe 12 to 22 minutes, somewhere about that. And when you're going into bed, myself, I like to meditate until I pretty much pass out. So it could be a couple hours. Like last night was probably about 3 hours, plus a meditation walk for 2 hours. That's another technique I'd like to go into. So if you're finding yourself very overwhelmed and you're finding it hard to focus, to bring the focus inward, you keep getting lost in thought, come back to the thought. Don't feel bad that you got lost in thought. Come back to the anchor within yourself. Don't feel bad, that's just another thought. Don't identify with that thought either. Don't punish yourself. Don't talk to yourself on the inside when you realize that you got lost in thought and you were trying so hard to keep your attention within yourself. Don't feel bad, just keep coming back. And over time, that little voice will die down more and more and more. And it will be just normal for you when you forget and then realize that you got lost in thought. It'll be easy to just realize yourself. Slowly, that part of you, the mind, will just accept it. But you will find times when it will be extremely hard, especially being around unconscious human beings. Just something, a barrier comes up in your way, a gatekeeper, so to speak. So within these vibrations, especially these lower tier vibrations, you need to also be street smart, because if you're not street smart, you're going to bump into one of these gatekeepers. Say, for example, you're walking down the street, then you go down an alley, and then you see two guys walking up towards you with a bat, and they look like they're going to mug you. You should have had enough awareness to avoid that situation. It probably doesn't matter how much awareness you bring to the situation. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And karma is going to come from that. So you need street smarts, because you can't expect people to be on your level of consciousness. There's always going to be gatekeepers, and that is everybody, every person, every soul or whatever has a purpose. It doesn't matter if they're caught in, thought loops and they identify with their mind and ego, for example. That person is you, basically. Because we are all from the one source. And then you discover life is about self-discovery, realizing that you are the source or from the source. And you have to realize that you don't have to keep reincarnating your soul. You can just know that you are from the source or direct from it, and you if you tap into that higher consciousness, you are unaffected by everything around you for the most part, because you are stillness. You are the human being's natural state is one of peace. So not too high and not too low. It's just one of consistent peace. So I recommend meditation walking if you get extremely caught in thought loops, especially when you're having a hard time at work or with a partner or with a family or something like that. And you just focus, not even focus, you just notice your lower body. Notice the legs moving. Feel the energy through your legs. Feel the muscles moving. Feel the connection of each step. Notice your breath. Notice it coming in and out. Notice your hands. Notice the sun. Notice the wind hitting your face. Everything takes time. It's like a muscle. The focus is like a muscle. The more you use it, the better you can move it to where you need it. Sorry, guys. Other techniques I like to use is focused doing. So for example, I'm not sure if you've seen in tea parties in Japan and stuff like that. I think the whole meaning of Zen is one thing at a time. One famous master said this. And for example, if you just make a coffee, right? Focus on the individual hands moving. Don't multitask. Do each step fully focused. Pour that tea. Put that coffee in nicely. Make sure it's weighed perfect. Don't spill. You might look weird to someone, a bit robotic in the beginning, but over time you will realize that that is a form of meditation in itself, and it's much easier to complete, especially difficult tasks, by doing each step at a time, because the mind wants to think of the conclusion and where it wants to get to. So you won't be giving your full focus and attention, your awareness to complete the task step by step in a good manner, in order to complete the task mindfully and very good and professionally. So I suggest doing this for fun by yourself when you're cleaning or something. Literally focus on one step, one movement at a time. This will take time to adjust, because you have to. Human beings who are not self-aware or don't have these anchors, etc., they're very, let's go. The mind's always telling them, go. They walk through forests. Every animal can hear them, everyone can hear you a mile away. You're not graceful like a cat, for example. But when you become self-aware and you learn these techniques, you'll notice your walking changes, how you talk changes. You just notice you slow down and you calm down a little bit more, and you're just more connected with the source. It's early morning here. It's a nice morning too. Guys, obviously this is new to me, and I have to learn how to, make this more appealing to people. I'm pretty much just yolling it off the top, off the dome, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.